Hey, yo, turn your radio up, son. You popping right now with the queen of radio, Wendy Williams. I be the RZA, Wu-Tang in effect. Bong.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
I remember back when I was in high school, back in the back of the magazine, High Times, they used to have this joint roller. I got me a P.O. box over there at the Ocean Township Post Office. And I ordered it.
Wow.
Step by step, huh?
Yeah. This is before I knew what I was doing. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, that wasn't even high school. That was 8th grade.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
It is what it is. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Hey, everybody. Shout out to Sandra from Advice Hour. Sandra, can you refax me your situation with you and your husband of 9 years, but better explain your situation? Sandra faxed in, and she said I got something wrong, but I can't assume from the facts. So spell it out, Sandra, and then I will reissue advice for you because you are going through it, girl. You just found out all this information today. I do want to help you out. Blue Da Vinci is going to be coming in a little bit later on from the BMF family. That's right. A businessman. Got his thing going on. In the meantime, everybody, it's our time. Oh, by the way, I never gave you the poll question result. Where is the poll question? Oh, damn, I was so organized. I can tell you what it was, though, the answer, because everybody was, would you stay with, all right, the one that we put on the website on Friday was, would you stay with your partner if they told you they had herpes? 5% of people said no, and 95% of, 5% of people said yes, and 95% of people said no. That's just to give you all, who happen to have herpes out there, just a little alert of how people are feeling. 95% of people would bail. It's been nice knowing you. And the next poll question is already up on the website. Yes. It's pertaining to your parents as they get older. Will you be taking care, or would you put your parents in a nursing home or some, elder care facility, or would you take care of them at your house? At your house, not going over to their apartment, along with assisted, a nurse assistant. I'm talking about at your house. And so you can go on the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. We just like to ask yes or no questions on there just to see, where you all are at, what people are thinking out there, what's all going on and whatnot. I got this fax from a listener. I was talking about Mos Def on Friday, and this one just came in today. Wendy, don't forget Mos Def was digging out Beyonce long before Jay-Z was. I don't think anybody forgot that. Has anybody forgotten that? Oh, okay. All right. Young Buck, everybody, who was accused of stabbing, doing the stabbing and the punching and whatnot, back to the stage at the Vibe Awards, is due in court for a preliminary hearing today. And also, Madagascar jumped to number 1 at the box office for the second week in a row. And The Longest Yard was in 3rd place. Or was that 2nd place? No, Longest Yard was in 2nd place, and the Russell Crowe movie, Cinderella Man, was in 4th place. Revenge of Sith dropped to number 3. The Longest Yard was number 2. Congratulations to Chris Rock and Adam Sandler and them. And then the Russell Crowe movie was number 3. Russell Crowe was arrested over the weekend or something to that effect. He was arrested actually earlier this morning on charges of second-degree assault after he threw a telephone, no doubt a cell phone, at a Manhattan hotel employee. He was upset that he was unable to make a call to Australia. Gotta watch those cell phones, boy. I wonder if he threw it as hard as Naomi Campbell does. Stevie Wonder and Kelly Clarkson and Will Smith at Alanis Morissette, there's no T in there, are scheduled to perform for the NBA Finals, which are, 3 days from now, June 9th. I'm not interested. I like to see Stevie Wonder perform. Will Smith is always fun. Kelly Clarkson, I don't care. Alanis Morissette, I don't care. So closing arguments in the Michael Jackson molestation case wrapped up on Friday, and that means that Michael's fate is now in the hands of the jurors. They deliberated for 2 hours before adjourning for the weekend, and they're due back in court today. I saw Janet and LaToya going into the courtroom with Michael, but I also saw Rebe. I thought I saw Rebe. I thought I saw another Jackson sister, but I couldn't, the cameras just zhuzhed past that one. That's the one who's like, my name's been in it, I ain't in it. I'm here to support Michael. Joe really did a number on me. You all saw it on the VH1 Behind the Music, or the VH1 movie that they play all the time. It's not even a VH1 movie. Actually, my channel just plays it a lot. It originally aired on regular TV.
Like a commercial.
Exactly. VH1's about to air a marathon of America's Next Top Model first season, which I'll take the rest of my afternoon to go to Target or something. I'm so not interested. What we need is another Wendy Williams is on fire show. That's what we need, you all, over there at the channel. Shout out to Christopher Dunbar, who's the president of Horizon Comics, and his young son, Christopher, also. Thank you guys so much for sending me the card. Joey Fatone, the old man NSYNC member, he was caught out there. And Jerry Springer came in the show the other day, and I painted him with the good boy brush. I mean, there's some dirt behind the Jerry Springer situation, but, I respected him saying he declines, because so many people don't. People are just humming or get mad at me because I ask a question. All you do is have to say, I don't talk about my personal life, or I don't talk about, and I'll figure out 25 different ways to ask the same question. You all, you know how I do. Keep digging. And I did for Jerry, but he kept avoiding, just blocking and blocking and blocking. Hey, Jerry, do you know Kendra Jade? Well, I didn't realize that back in the day, she's alleged to have been involved with a threesome with you. Oh! The porn star, Kendra Jade. Well, Jerry and Joey Fatone apparently have visited the same place. The problem with Joey Fatone is that he's married. He's married to a woman who's gained a substantial amount of weight, and Joey is no longer interested in having sex with him. So he is involved in some way or another with Kendra Jade. Kendra Jade is 28, and she's made more than 100 XXX bump and grind movies. And they say that Joey Fatone from NSYNC has been having a long-standing affair with Kendra Jade. And apparently their latest tryst together was, or at least the most publicized one, happened recently, May 9th. They were at Justin Timberlake's spot, Chi, in California. And it says they arrived for dinner at 11 p.m. They sat at a table alone in the back. When 1 o'clock came around, Kendra left first and waited in Joey's car, and then he walked out shortly after. They were trying not to make the we're arriving and we're leaving together situation. Of course, that would be good for a married man, not to be seen with a porn star arriving and leaving, or any woman for that matter. But, and Mrs. Fatone she's laying in the cut. The thing with Mrs. Fatone is that, she's not a big fat woman. I see a picture of her right here. But what she is not Kendra Jade or anything to rival Kendra Jade. I'll pass the picture around. I mean, she's got huge jugs.
Pretty.
But I'm talking about Mrs. Fatone standing next to Joey. Did you see her?
She's pretty.
Yeah. She's real plain, though. And that might be the problem when you're involved with, a boy band member. Like, you can't be that plain. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why he got together with her to begin with, if he felt as though it was so necessary for him to cheat. I mean, they've only been married for but a minute. A shout out to the president of my record label, Virgin Records, Jermaine Dupri. That would be his title, right? President. El Presidente is bringing healthy food to Atlanta. He's realizing his dream. Today is the grand opening of Jermaine Dupri's Cafe Dupri. It's a 22-hour cafe featuring healthy cuisine and desserts. He says, here's his quote, "It's not your typical Southern cuisine. I opened Cafe Dupree because I believe that young people need to eat better. And it's just one in the many business ventures that El Presidente has planned. He's got the 3 vodka liquor brand. That's what it's called. It's distilled from soy. Boy, you are being influenced by your girlfriend, Janet, isn't you? El Presidente. He's also, he has aspirations of being the Donald Trump of Atlanta. He says that he also wants to own Hotel D. He's going to get that cracking soon. Hotel D will be, well, a hotel in Atlanta. And he's got the So Def store on his mind. That's where you can buy everything from Afro Man dolls to jackets and T-shirts and, you know, all kind of So Def stuff and I guess other stuff too. Plus, El Presidente is busy working on his CD, finalizing the project. It's called Jermaine Dupri Presents Young, Fly, and Flashy. And it's slated to be released on July 19th. And by the way, Janet is a stripper in the new video, Gonna Getcha. I love that. I love that, you know, they're able to do their thing together and, you know, make it happen. And keep their relationship under the radar, but we all know that they're there, and that's good enough for us. Hey, JD, will you be bringing Janet to my official album release party? Just asking. I know you'll be there, boss man. Dear Wendy, oh boy, this is signed a Vivica Fox hater. Everybody that speaks badly about 50, Wendy. Everybody that speaks badly about 50, Wendy loves. Where's all the hate you had for Vivica 2 months ago? Vivica, you look like an ass on the awards show. You're too old, ciao. No, it's not everybody that speaks bad about 50. And 2 months ago, my relationship was resurrected with Vivica. It was during the winter that she approached me in a fashion show where I thought we were at odds. And she came over to me. She said, I always wanted to meet you. And in the other room, she realized, she said, you know, Wendy, I didn't realize that I met you years ago when you worked at Shot 97, yada, yada, yada. She came up with Arnell Simpson and so on and so forth. But it was a mix of girls. And Vivica, while Vivica was on the map, she wasn't as hot then as she is right now. So, no, I care for Vivica because Vivica's doing her thing, because she's a woman of a certain age and she's putting it down, because she survived in otherwise very brutal business where as soon as you get to be 27, they write you off as yesterday's news, because she survived being publicly embarrassed by 50. And yeah, this show was all a part of, oh my gosh, he dumped her, you know. What a fool. Why did she, you know, but she turned around like a lady and addressed it. Thus getting the famous phrase that we use, you can put that where back there. I like her. She's sassy, she's flashy, and she's real. And she's doing it. So, anyway, we can continue to gossip in the next break, and the phone lines are open too at 866-GET-WENDY.
It's Wendy, man.
My boss came into my office, and he basically brushed up against me with his penis.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know how should I handle that situation?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
I think washing your hands is stupid. I'm healthy. I got a cootie shot. I once ate a peanut from under the couch.
You can't expect kids to know everything about staying healthy. That's why Clorox has a line of disinfecting products to get rid of germs that can make kids sick. When their world is cleaner, their lives are healthier. For more information, visit Clorox.com. Always use as directed. Clorox. Cleaner world, healthier lives.
107.5 WVLS. Today's R&B and classic soul. Shout out to Maurice Malone, the clothing designer. Maurice, you got my size right. I fit tight nice in those size 29 Maurice Malone jeans. Thank you, Maurice. Maurice Malone is going to be a client here at the radio station, you know, with commercials and whatnot. And so You know, just when you thought, because I thought Maurice Malone had, I don't know, I thought they were done. But no. And they had some nice jeans, too. Oh, you know what? Nork. I'm doing the play. What play am I doing, Art? Oh, geez. Here it is. Beauty Shop 2.
Oh.
I'm hosting the 8 p.m. showing on Saturday, June 18th. That's it at Nork at Symphony Hall. That's where everything in Nork goes down, at Symphony Hall. Nork Symphony Hall. Beauty Shop 2. Shelley Garrett's doing it again. Derek Monk from the Apollo, he won. He's going to be there. D. Ellis from Comic View and Shanae Starr from the original Beauty Shop. They're all down with this one. This is Beauty Shop 2. Newark, the tickets aren't bad. $28 for the balcony, $37 for the orchestra, $30 for the mezzanine. And you can call Ticketmaster in New Jersey at 201-507-8900. Or you can go to the Newark Symphony Hall box office, okay? And I'll see you guys on Saturday, June 18th at 8 p.m. for the showing of Beauty Shop 2 at Newark Symphony Hall. Father's Day is right around the corner. What are you doing for your father for Father's Day? Because WBLS is having our first cruise of the summer, which happens to be our Father's Day Casino Cruise, hosted by Vaughn Harper of Quiet Storm fame. Now, the cruise is not actually on Father's Day. The cruise is actually on June 18th. So if you're interested in going, you can get those tickets at Ticketmaster outlets. Father's Day is actually Sunday, June 19th. But you get your tickets for the Father's Day cruise. Take Pops on June 18th. I think that'll be a really nice look for you. Do you know what I mean? Don't forget about Dad. Did I say that you can go to our website for more information? Okay. You can go to WBLS.com for more information, too. Listen, the Father's Day cruise is sponsored by Foxwoods Casino and Resort, Closer Than You Think, and of course, your radio station. Oh, and the New York Department of Health. Absolutely. Okay, everybody. I want you to run and get a pen and paper because I need you to join us for the New York City launch of the 5th year anniversary of RealHipHop.com. It's the magazine, and it's next Thursday, June 16th, from 10 p.m. until the wheels fall off. It's going to be at Club Speed, which is on 39th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue. Everybody's going to be there. This is RealHipHop.com, boy. They are the CNN of hip-hop. I get a lot of information from RealHipHop.com, actually. I love you guys. Happy 5th anniversary, RealHipHop.com. The WBLS Hummer is going to be out front with gifts and goodies to go. Advanced copies of my new CD. Wendy Williams Brings the Heat Volume 1.
Wow.
Yeah, well, the advanced copies won't be the full copy. It'll be like preview, like snippets. It'll be snippet CD. I'll be at the party doing book signing. All my ladies, be looking your best. This is realhiphop.com. And the people from Got Lyrics Model Search will be there. So you want to look your best, particularly if you're thinking about being a model. Celebrity judges will be selecting winners, and those winners will be featured in upcoming issues of realhiphop.com. All the sponsors are just laying in the cut for you all, too. That is next Thursday, June 16th. Shout out to Crossover Watches. They'll be giving away a diamond watch along with T-shirts. There'll be magazine giveaways. This is a party, everybody, for realhiphop.com, the CNN of hip-hop.
I heard that they're having a special VIP room just for a preview of your album, too.
Are they?
Yes. You were on that cover.
I know.
The one you was looking-
That was the one where I was looking crazy. They interviewed me at the Laugh Factory. I just took a little picture with a disposable camera, and I had no idea that it was going to be for a cover. I think I might have had a drink and a crazy wink in my eye, too. Yeah. You know, that too much booze wink? Yeah. But alas, I'm not a supermodel.
But you are a superstar.
And I appreciate realhiphop.com for helping me get to where I need to go. You can always log on to find out more information about the party at realhiphop.com. The ticket information, all that stuff. Special invited guests include my boy Mad Links from Rap City. There's going to be a bunch of food catered from New York's best caterer, Michelle Walker of www.aussiechristines.com. That's actually the name of the catering company, Aussie Christine's. Michelle Walker is the big mama over there. So it's the realhiphop.com 5th anniversary party. Club Speed, June 16th. As you can tell by everything I just said, there's going to be a lot going on. Crazy. And I'll see you there too. All right, what do we have coming up from the old school days?
You got your department, we got mine. What you want to rock? One of yours, one of mine.
Let's do something from over there.
Okay. I got a surprise. I like to surprise me.
Okay, all right. Then we'll see what's planned. Right. It is what it is. Don't forget, Blue Da Vinci's coming up. Not next break, but the break after that. We'll talk to him. BMF, for life. We'll see how he reps his situation. Okay. Keep it here, everybody. It's 107.5 WBLS.
Brothers and sisters, taking it back, baby. Taking it back. Old school short shot.
Yes. The rhythm, the rebel. 2, 3, play.
A little play from back in the day. And me, it's Wendy, man. Wendy Williams. The Wendy Williams Experience.
This is exclusively on Wendy Williams.
Wendy got the heat.
I get around. Still clown when the underground. When we come around.
What up, this is the Diabolical Biz Marquis, and you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS.
It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you.
Yeah, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. So tonight on Extra, shout out to everybody over at Extra. I love you all. They're going to be showing that footage of Russell Crowe and how it all went down. And Paris Hilton and her fiance Paris have already sold the exclusive rights to their wedding to OK Magazine. Apparently, OK Magazine has offered them $2 million. And unless there's a higher taker, that's what they're going with. You know what I missed last night on TV, which I'm mad because Sunday night TV really does suck now that there's no Desperate Housewives. And as much as I tried to watch a rerun of Desperate Housewives, I just couldn't. I ended up switching over to QVC and watching Dominique. And then I watched the news at 10 o'clock and then I went to sleep. But I forgot at 10 o'clock, Bridezilla comes on the WE channel. You know, the ladies who are engaged going crazy, trying to plan everything. And Paris Hilton, Cameron Diaz is suing the National Enquirer. Now, I think we talked about this story too, because, I love to read the tabs. I love to read them to you. On May 23rd, they had a headline that said, Cameron caught cheating, and then showed a picture of her kissing this guy named Shane Nickerson, who's a television producer who worked with Cameron in an unscripted show that they do on MTV, which I hate, called Trippin'. Do you watch that show? Isn't that the name of her show on MTV? Trippin'? Yeah, I don't... yeah. Anyway, she was kissing him, and she's saying, that was just a friendly see you later kiss. And the National Enquirer said, well, here's their quote. We stand by our reporting, and we will defend the suit aggressively in court. Cameron, don't be mad, because, and thank God you're able to just play it off like something else. But we'll see how that all goes down. So Sydney Simpson, OJ's daughter, is wilding out. Now, the other day, I just happened to have been talking about Sydney. And, I was re-saying, she got accepted to Boston University, and I wonder when she starts. Well, apparently, she's already started. She's a freshman there. And, well, she's actually getting ready to go into her sophomore year, but her grades stink. Her grades are terrible. And so she's yelling at her father, well, everybody on campus says that you killed, my mother. So how do you expect my grades to be? Well, we're going through our spring break time now, like with a lot of the school. Actually, that just passed. And while Sydney was on spring break, she went back to Miami to stay at, her father's house, OJ. And she brought some of her college friends back home with her. So apparently OJ went out of town for a few days. And that's when Sydney called everybody up and had like this big party at the house. When OJ got back to town, he found drugs. They didn't say what drugs, but he found drugs in Sydney's stuff. And Sydney tried to play it off like it was, her friend's stuff. And then basically, she said, well, whatever I do you blame me for doing any of it? People say that, you killed my mother and so on and so forth. So in conclusion, I say, I'm telling you, her grades are bad. She's acting out, and OJ is trying to still stronghold the situation. Poor child. By the way, Art, one of our interns goes to Boston University. I need her on the Sidney Simpson situation right away. Bianca, I need you on it. I know today's not your day. Maybe you're listening.
She graduated.
Oh, damn, she did.
She's going to go to
law school.
Yeah.
Damn. Heidi Klum has a clothing line and jewelry and stuff. Like, I don't mind the celebrities having this kind of stuff, but would you pay $3,100 for a Heidi Klum pendant at Neiman Marcus? Have you ever owned a pair of Birkenstocks in your life? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be judging or anything. I would not own Birkenstocks. My sister, however, would. I happen to have bought a pair of Birkenstocks off QVC for my sister because as Birkenstocks go, they've got pretty cool Birkenstocks on QVC. I know they're comfortable in the whole bit, but I'd rather suffer the pain of 4 inches. Well, would you like some Birkenstocks from the Heidi Klum collection? They're silver, they have rhinestone hearts, but they're still Birkenstocks. $300. All right, just wanted to pass that along. So last night, one of the New York radio stations, Shot 97, they had their summer jam, and I say all that to say that Game was calling the G. Wait, Jamie, one of our interns was there. So Jamie, step to the mic, file your report. By the way, Jamie said that the Wendy Williams Brings the Heat street team was heavy in the parking lot.
Definitely.
Thank you. Listen to her voice. What were you cheering about?
J-Hove coming out.
Yeah, Jay-Z was brought out by Kanye West.
Which is the only thing that really made the show. And then the Game came out, and he basically was shouting G-G-G-U not instead of G-Unit.
And now he's in New York. Were people booing?
And no, not at all. In fact, there was plenty of laughter.
Wow.
So New York held it down for the Game. He came out in a Mets jersey and told 50 that he could come get him.
Wow.
Spoke about the situation at Shot 97, and that was it.
Yeah. Wow. All that making up and shooting and all that stuff, only for it to be, it is what it is. I'll tell you what would make what would make 50 flinch is if Vivica took Game up on that little shout out in Dreams. See what I'm saying, Viv? And didn't Game call 50 a rat on stage?
Called him a rat and brought out a rat and punched the rat down.
Shut up.
Yeah.
What was the crowd doing?
Laughing.
Wow.
There was nobody took up for G-Unit.
Right in your own backyard, Fitty. G-U not. This is from Paulina, and she's a woman of a certain age. She says, Wendy, I know I'm breaking the rules by faxing you my comments regarding the question of the day on your website, thewendywilliamsexperience.com. But my thoughts regarding your question. My question, everybody, was... will you be taking care of your parents as they get older, elderly, or are you taking care, or will you be putting them in a home? And I'm not saying throwing them in some home with rats and all like that. I'm saying, the home is only as good as you can afford, and it's only as good as the love that you have for your parents. And Paulina says, but my thoughts are, your kids say they will take care of you, but when they are too busy, they have their own lives, and it's very difficult. My kids are young, and I always say, we'll take care of you and Daddy, but I always tell them, don't worry about us. You have your own families, because me and my husband, Wendy, are stacking our paper for retirement, and I will hire a young, hot whippersnapper to take care of me and my husband, or some hot chick to take care of my husband, and those are our plans. I like that. We'll be back.
Wendy, man.
You can go on the stand, Steve, but the point is, keep your mouth shut. Anybody from the streets knows that. Never talk on nobody.
The Wendy Williams Experience. This is Chad L. Coleman, a.k.a. Cuddy from The Wire. How you doing?
This is John Stark. How you doing?
This is Jack A. Harry. How you doing?
Yo, what up? This is Keenan Thompson. How you doing?
Hey, yo, check this out. This is Flavor Flav, and I want to know how you doing.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Wendy Williams! Microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wendy Williams Experience. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Wendy Williams and Chris Rock.
You know, I want to tell all the celebrities out there, just come on the Wendy Williams show. She's going to ask you the tough questions. But
is it so bad, Chris?
You just have to, you have to maintain your poise.
Yes.
And just answer them. And she will move on.
Yeah, you see?
But if she senses fear or indecision, you are all over.
Swoop down is what we call that on the show. That's when, a swoop down is when you get somebody in here under the premise of doing one thing, which is to talk about the movie. But you swoop down, and ask them a question about, something else.
Well, I'm a professional actor, too.
Okay.
So,
you know how to act your way out of that bag.
I can act my way out of it.
Just sit right here.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man.
Yeah. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Welcome to the show. Blue Da Vinci, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
Is his microphone on, Arthur? Alrighty then.
We need his mic on now.
That's right. This is radio, not TV. All right, sir. Well, it is very, very nice to have you here with me.
It's a pleasure to be here sitting with you right now.
I want to thank you before we get into the actual question and answer, because I do want to know more about you. I'm checking out all your BMF and the Blue and whatnot. Oh, I got questions for you for days. I want to thank you for participating on my project, Young Jeezy and you. You all really put it down. Thank you very much.
That's nothing.
Yeah, so first, where did you get the name Blue Da Vinci? I understand there's an interesting story behind that.
No, it ain't nothing big. It's like, I'm from L.A., and L.A., it's a big, gang thing down there with Crips and Bloods and all that. So, in every neighborhood, there's somebody named Blue. So, when I was coming up, when I was younger, and people used to talk about me, they'd be like, Blue who? Fat Blue, singing Blue, Blue from Compton.
Gotcha.
Or whatever. So I just had to make me a last name.
Yeah.
And my man was calling me Blue Coleone, and I didn't like it.
I was going to say, and of course, it had to be Italian, because you black men you've got a fascination
with the Italians.
With the Italians.
See, I didn't want to be the Italian gangster that everybody was trying to use.
But
I was the artiste.
Blue Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Who happened to have been Italian?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was Italian. He just wasn't one of them Italian gangsters.
Gangster. Gotcha. So you're 27.
Yeah, I'm 27.
You look good.
Thanks. Man, with all this hair on my face?
Well, I can see through the hair that you have smooth skin, and it's not hard living. Like, your eyes are clear. It doesn't look like you saw the chief before you came up here.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
What is your affiliation with Young Jeezy?
Young Jeezy? Yeah. Jeezy that's my man. It's in Atlanta, we came up together at the same time. We just, came through the town together. Mm-hmm. We clicked up. He was out doing his rap thing by himself. I had a big crew. Mm-hmm. So, I just, introduced him to all my mans, and then he started BMFing, and the next thing you know, it was Jeezy and Blue running around doing shows together and all that. And then he did his Def Jam thing and all that.
Now, you are the president, and you were the first artist on BMF.
Right.
What does BMF, what is that? Explain to the people.
BMF Entertainment, first of all, it's a record company. Mm-hmm. It's an entertainment company. Okay. We got a production company, Triple Beam Productions. But what it is, it's really a conglomerate of people, from all over the states. How you'll be from New York. you get to Chicago, and then it'd be like New York over here and Chicago over there.
Right.
See, we kill that.
Squash that.
We go
You're
to
all
the town.
part of one family.
Yeah, we go to the town in Chicago, BMF brothers. We all be together with the St. Louis and LA and
Got
Detroit
you.
and other brothers that came to Chicago for a show or whatever. It's somebody's birthday or whatever it is.
Right.
It's like people from all the different states that are just with one crew.
So you have BMF members that live in New York.
In New York, right. We got Flatbush, Brooklyn. We got people everywhere.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, BMF, that name is a strong name in the streets.
Right.
It's also a strong name at record labels.
Right.
But you're doing your thing without major distribution.
Right, yeah, I'm trying to wait everybody out. They don't want to give you nothing.
But you already have something. Like, whoever inherits you inherits a monster.
Right.
I understand, and we're cheesy on this show, so we talk money. I understand that you all spent like $650,000 on a video.
See, the video cost $650,000.
Okay,
but you know, Benny, that's my man, and we be cutting corners.
It was
and,
just Fabulous and E40.
Right.
Okay, go ahead. And BET won't play it. Talk.
BET won't play it. See, the thing is, you got to have them spins up.
Yeah.
And we were so busy shooting videos and being hot in Atlanta and doing all that.
Yeah.
My radio department, everybody, they wasn't doing their job right on getting the record to where it needed to be to get the spins up. So BET was like, yo, we ain't got the 800 spins. We need to pull this. And then when you get the spins up on that record, we'll play it all day.
Yeah.
So now I'm going through some other stuff. I put the video in the closet. I'm just going to put it on my album.
Is there a website that people can go and look at the video?
Yeah, www.bmfent.com.
ENT for entertainment, you all.
Right.
So, you married?
No, I'm not married.
Because I did a little background check on you, and I found out that you have 3 kids.
Yep.
A boy who's 9, and a girl who's 4, and an 11-month-old.
3 boys. I got 3 boys.
3 boys.
I got 9, 4, and 11 months.
Are they all the same baby's mom?
No, two baby mama, one baby mama, and 2 kids from the other girl.
Okay. And the other girl is, what is that, a one-night stand? Because you just said the other girl and you turned your head. Your body language got a little crazy there. Okay.
That's my baby mama.
Okay.
I love her.
Okay. Now, these are your girlfriends now?
No, I don't have no girlfriends now.
Okay, you're single and flying solo.
Yeah, that's how I do.
Were you at the Summer Jam concert last night?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so Game got on stage.
Game did get on stage.
And brought a rat on stage. And talked about 50. And New York held Game down in 50's own backyard.
It was like, to me, I was way up in the skybox. So to me, it was like mixed emotions. They booed. Some people booed when he did it.
Okay.
And then he came back and said some stuff, was kind of like pleading his case a little bit. So some people applauded.
Okay.
So it was like a mixed reaction. The whole thing with me about that is, that whole kind of situation is touchy. I mean, to diss somebody is cool, but to diss somebody that got like 4 million fans, that's like dissing 4 million potential fans for yourself.
In his own backyard.
In his own backyard. So if it was like Gucci Man or somebody, then it's cool. Diss him all day. He sold 10,000 records.
Right.
That's nothing. I sell more mixtapes than that in 30 minutes.
Right.
So, that's nothing. But with that situation, that was touchy. I grew up with Game. I know Game. He lived in my neighborhood and all that. So, like, to just come out and see how that whole thing played out, that's just not something I particularly would have did. I just would have just leave that alone, going about your business and, handle everything else in the street.
I think a great way of getting back at 50 would be to slay Vivica Fox.
Oh.
See what I'm saying? And really take care of her the way a woman needs to be taken
50
care
might
of.
don't even care. 50 probably don't care about that, man. Brother getting so much attention, man. They be gone. They be on some other stuff. I've had that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you take my leftovers.
Exactly. You might end up coming out worse doing that.
Yeah. Blue Da Vinci's in the studio in need of a fresh braid job.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah, you're looking a little wolfy.
You lucky my cousin ain't in here. He's worse than me right now. All the braiders wanted to go to Summer Jam. They didn't want to come braid us. They got me wearing hats and everything.
Yeah.
But you see that.
But you're real. Oh yeah, you have length. You're like a woman with the hair. He pulled his braid like girls do. You know how girls flip their hair.
They be mad.
Is there any added hair in there, Blue Da Vinci?
Nah, we don't add hair over here.
Okay. Speaking of over there, let's talk about the difference between it's Blue Da Vinci on the radio, everybody, by way of Compton, ATL, and then worldwide.
Right.
Is that safe to say?
Carson.
Carson
It's the
City, California.
Yeah, it's the city north of Long Beach and southwest of Compton, right in the middle. They jumped over Carson.
Oh, do
Went
tell.
from Compton to Long Beach, and I wasn't ready yet, so they skipped my city.
Oh, do tell. You know, the experience is on 100.3 The Beat.
Yeah, they told me.
So, people are hearing you now.
Yeah,
So
in the
this
hood.
is what I wanted to ask you. What's the difference between gang life in L.A. and gang life in New York? Blue Da Vinci in the studio.
Ooh, boy. Number one, the first difference is fad. Because, like, up here in New York, they turn the gang thing is like, it's a big fad now. It's like people was making rag suits and, rag tennis shoes and spray painted rags and all that stuff everywhere. We don't really do that down there. We just the traditional Dickies and maybe some Converse or some white tennis shoes, white T-shirt, and we just keep it like that.
So you think that people in New York,
it's a fad. It's like it's a big fad. Like, New York is popping for fashion and all that type of stuff. So they take everything they do and they turn into that. So they done took the gang banging and turned it into some fad. Like I was at the thing yesterday. I'm seeing shirts getting made up and blue rag and red rag suits and hats and jackets. It's getting crazy. But as far as everything else, it's basically the same. A red team and a blue team.
Right.
Different neighborhoods do different things. They all hurting each other. It's nothing good about it.
So who else have you collaborated with?
Fabulous. I got Fabulous on a lot of my music. Jada Kiss. Got a record with Kiss. Record with everybody in the South. Trina, Trick Daddy, Pitbull. I'm working with everybody right now.
Yeah. And you're a bit of an actor also.
Yeah, I did a couple movies. I got a couple movies under my belt. That's, from back in the day. I ain't really did no movies lately. I co-starred in 3 Strikes. That one where everybody see in the hood, they be walking down the street. Yeah, see, everybody. That's why I get that all the time. Yo, the 3 Strikes play on cable every 3 days or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get them good.
So what are the other movies? Straight to DVD?
Yeah.
What are those movies?
Leprechaun in the Hood. I was the opening deaf. It's always good for a brother to be the opening deaf in the movie. That's what we famous for.
All right.
I did some other little stuff that never really some straight to DVD type hood. Like in LA right now, they doing hood movies and selling them like it's crack.
Yeah,
out there.
That's good money though.
Yeah, it's good money for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So you got a lot of diamonds on. Everything is accented in blue. What kind of car game do you have? Are you going to the car show in Atlantic City?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm going to the fight, going to the car show. I'm trying to get dude to let me put some of these whips up in there, man.
What? Some of what? What do you have?
Ooh, we got a car club. So we got we got everything from 350Zs to refurbished Phantoms.
Yeah.
With all the insides redone and we just do everything. Like a lot of people, we deal with so many different people in so many different states. Every time you go to a new state, somebody trying to outdo the other state. Look, we got the new Magnums.
Yeah.
Everything hooked up. So we got a fleet of cars. It's crazy. Like people that know us or seen us come to the club or whatever, see us pull up. We pull up about 10 or 15 exotic cars. It's crazy. BMWs. We got it all. If you know about us, you know.
That sounds nice. Are there any girls involved with BMF?
It's a lot of girls. It be like girlfriends of people that.
I was gonna say.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about girlfriends. I'm talking about equals.
They be the same thing. They get the same love as everybody else. Like if my man BMF and you his wife, you BMF. You gotta be you married to the mob.
Wow.
That's how it is. But it ain't like really like no girl crews that's running around like that's not
right.
That's not something that. We like ladies around here. That's not real lady like. We like tough thuggish.
Right.
We want the pumps and the skirts. And
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We still like that. We ain't all the way like that. We try to rehabilitate the hood rats and get them in the Chanel and all
be
that.
Be an effing lady.
Yeah.
Are you a good guy or a bad guy?
Both.
Oh.
I could be good, but when someone's bad to me, I have to be bad. Oh. You can't always be good.
Oh.
You crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, Wonder Woman up in here.
It's Blue Da Vinci in the studio. I want to thank you so much for coming in.
Nothing. I just got up on my bed. I was knocked out, man, real drunk from last night. They say Wendy's waiting.
But you look great.
I had to wake up, drink some coffee.
Thank you, sir.
It's nothing.
I'll see you around at the very least at the album release party.
I'm gonna be there.
Because you're part of my project.
I'm gonna be there.
All right.
I'm gonna support that.
It's Blue Da Vinci in the studio, everybody. Keep it here. We'll wrap up the show with gossip and your phone calls too. 866-GET-WENDY. Come on.
Chill. Yeah.
I'm 46 years old. I haven't had any in 3 years. My wife cut me off 3 years ago because of her serious mental deficiencies, and I've still been a faithful husband.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Another WBLS $1,000 winner.
Hey.
Am I caller 107?
You know it.
Oh, my God.
Well, actually, you're caller number 10.
Oh, number 10, yeah.
So you picked up the $1,000 because the winning continues.
Oh, my God.
What's your name?
Sandy.
Fabulous, Sandy. Where you calling from?
Brooklyn.
Okay, good. So listen, we're going to send you $1,000 in WBLS cash because we're still giving away the money right here. Just when you all thought it was over, it continues. Everybody else, keep listening. If you want to win like Sandy, tomorrow morning, actually, at 7:20 with the WBLS Morning Show is your next chance to win. Sandy!
Oh, my God.
Let them know that station hitting you off with your share of $100,000 in a cash guarantee.
107.5.
The rest?
WBLS. I'm nervous. I'm sorry.
Brothers and sisters! Taking it back, baby. Taking it back. Taking it back. Old school short shot.
Yes! The rhythm, the rebel. 2, 3, play!
A little play from back in the day. And me, it's Wendy, man. Wendy Williams. The Wendy Williams Experience. Experience.
That's it.
Wait, hold up.
You never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me, but talk about me. Why can't you say? That's all, baby girl. That's all I'm asking you is why can't the you say?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
What's up, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh, giving big love and big respect to the Queen, Wendy Williams, as we go a little something like this. Hit it! Put it on 'em, Wendy.
I mean, like, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. When my day first got started today, all I thought I was going to be doing was just, taking care of a little bit of business in the morning and coming to do my job and going the hell home. It wasn't until the day actually got rolling and after I got out of getting my endomology that I got a message that Vivica Fox was coming in and Blue Da Vinci and stuff. And I was just... I have on this two-piece juicy sweatsuit that I hardly ever wear because I got crazy glue on it right away. Have you ever gotten crazy glue on clothing and continue to wear it anyway because you love it? Now, the sweatsuit material is not like something thin and cotton, but listen how hard it is. Turn that music down. I got 3...
Wow, you playing the accordion over there.
Exactly. They fell on my boobs, which get in the way sometimes. I got sauce on them or chocolate or whatever. The crazy glue, I remember... The first night that I wore this sweatsuit, which I remember I got it last summer, and I'm over here trying to homemade fix a nail with some damn crazy glue, and the crazy glue got on my outfit, and now it just looks dirty. But it's not dirt. Who knows how to get crazy glue out of clothing? I was thinking of making a hole and stitching and sewing. But then that would look worse than the crazy glue itself. So I wear it on that, F it, it's just another days. Except I get a call finding out one of the divas of the decades coming up, Vivica Fox. Here she comes, full face beat, straight from The View. Everybody in the hall said Vivica had on too much makeup. Viv, don't worry, I had your back. I explained to everybody, you just came from The View. Although, see, that's that TV makeup, you know what I mean? I tend to want to rub it off right away before, the bumps start and bump will still skin. Anyway, Viv, thanks for coming in on the show. Everybody, don't forget the season premiere of Missing, starring Vivica as the star and co-executive producer, is Sunday at Lifetime on 10 p.m. I would like to thank Blue Da Vinci from coming up, from BMF, repping himself, and I enjoyed speaking with him. He was one of the artists who did his part, on my CD, which comes out on June 28th, he's on a song with Young Jeezy, who's in Atlanta, and they did their whole song off like over there. You know what I mean? And then the tracks were sent to me, and my executive to listen to. So I never met Blue Da Vinci before. So that was my first time meeting, and I liked having him here. Hey, listen, Marilyn Monroe's phone book netted a bunch of, the celebrity auctions are always happening. And sometimes I get shocked that certain things don't go for more money. Like Marilyn Monroe's phone book scored $150,000. I would think that'd be a lot more. Marilyn Monroe's phone book, the legendary whore.
Ooh. The original Superhead.
The original Superhead, exactly. The original Drop It Like It's Hot, Ooh. Jump Off, A Toe Is a Toe, and all that. How you do, and all that? $150,000? I'm shocked. That's virtually a steal.
Well, it's not like the numbers work anymore.
Well, that is true. By the way, you guys, several of you have asked me my thoughts on Nick Cannon and him participating in the pro-life video on BET with various artists. I haven't seen that video. Have you seen that video? I haven't seen that video. I don't mind when celebrities give their opinion on things. It doesn't mean you have to follow it. And I think too many parents don't have a hold on their own kids, so you let celebrities raise your kids. But that's nice that Nick Cannon was given the opportunity to put it out there pro-life. Now, what's he going to do if Christina Milian gets pregnant? I mean, is he just saying it just because it's a popular thing to say, or does he rep that? Has he given a girl before? Well, I guess he's never got anybody pregnant because I don't know of him having any kids. But I haven't seen the video. Is the video sad, or is it just a video and there's a subliminal pro-life message? These celebrities, I'll tell you, I love celebrity riders. They're my favorite. Okay, so you know what a celebrity rider is. That's when a celebrity travels, from venue to venue, and they tell the promoter, all right, well, if you want me there, you're going to have, M&Ms, only the red ones, like that. Well, so Puffy's a perfectionist, and we already know about him. He loves his Cristal iced 20 minutes before drinking it, at least 20 minutes before. Warm champagne explodes all over the room, as we found out several times in the Pink office. Opening champagne just because, we're in a snit and we need a slug or something. Open up a bottle of warm champagne. What? It spews all over the place. In addition, Puffy also likes his dressing room to be equipped with at least 20 bars of soap. I understand that, because bars of soap are so dirty. You use it once, then you throw it away. You don't want the next person. Otherwise, you're washing somebody else's germs off on your hands. Soaps are germy. That's why I love scrubs and liquid soaps and things like that. But as far as lather goes, there is nothing like old-fashioned soap. It's just that it is germy. You pick up soap, find pubic hair on it, all kinds of whatnot. If you don't rinse it off heavy, then the gray is on there from other person's germs on their hands. You know what I mean?
Gray.
The dirt off your hands. You ever see the water fall into the sink when you wash your hands? It's gray. Yeah. But if you don't rinse the soap off, then that gray stays on there. So 20 bars of soap. He likes 204 fresh towels. I don't know why he wouldn't ask for 204 rolls of paper towels. If I ever get that big, I want paper towels everywhere. Because how much of that funky spunk is really getting washed off? Ooh. Oh, please.
Right.
I never, for instance, my thing, I don't use cloth napkins at restaurants. Yeah.
Dangerous.
Did you ever meet anybody, particularly at Asian restaurants, they do this. They give out those, they give out the washcloths, and you're really just supposed to be wiping your hands with them. But you ever meet anybody who wipes their whole face, and then if they're bald, they go all back here and around, back to the back and the back up front? And then if you look close, you might catch them winding it up in the ear. It's like, ew. And how well do you think they're back there washing this stuff? Ew. So anyway, 50 Cent needs... Well, this is like when he was in TRL in London. He said he wouldn't appear unless he was supplied with a gigantic Hummer in which to make a grand entrance. And so the producers complained, but they hired a $5,000 a day rental Hummer. And they, because 50's handler said no 50. No Hummer, no 50. Britney Spears loves her munchies. She loves tuna salad with Hellman's mayonnaise, eggs, and relish. I couldn't eat just anybody's tuna salad. I'm so picky about stuff like that. That's nasty. She likes Pop-Tarts, Fruit Loops, Captain Crunch. And Mariah Carey, she asks for, a litter of kitties. A litter of kittens. Isn't that like the sweetest thing? And then they gas them when she leaves. What are they going to do with all them cats? Anyway, you all, we can pick up where we left off tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. God willing, we'll all be here. I love you all for listening today, and you take it easy, okay? All right now. Bye.
Peace party, people. See you later. I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
Now you know. We don't have to wait for them tomorrow. We'll continue with this rider list. We got a whole bunch of other stuff going on. Oh, and by the way, if you have herpes and you want to keep it at bay, there's a school teacher in the 973 who was diagnosed when she was 19, and she's now 33. And she is a loyal listener, and she's got all kinds of stuff that you can buy right there at your grocery store that will keep she hasn't had a flare up in years. So we could talk about that. And of course, I'm taking your phone calls at 866-GET-WENDY. I'm Wendy Williams, and the bonus hour is next of the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. Yes.
Tonight. Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out.
It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Hi, everybody. Hello. A special shout out to the fabulous plastic surgeon on 61st Street, Dr. Michael Jones. I missed every phone call from his office over the weekend asking me how I'm doing. Dr. Jones, Marie, Mercedes, everybody listening, I'm doing fine. Fabulous. I've been taking my antibiotics. I took my last painkiller on Friday around 10 o'clock at night. And I cannot wait for 30 days to pass when I can get my ears re-pierced. And then I'm going to go, I've been eyeing a whole new collection of earrings. So I can't wait. Thank you. Dr. Jones fixed my ear holes because they were real big. Not so big that the earrings were falling through, but big enough that, I had some time in my schedule. I said, well, let me do it. So I did it. I did not see Angelina Jolie on the Today Show today. Did anybody see it? Reggae Red saw it, and this is what she says. Wendy, I wish you'd been doing the interview instead of Katie Couric. Angelina said that her father cheated on her mother, so she could never respect a man that cheated on his wife. Yeah, but you convinced Brad to leave his wife, so now it's not called cheating, right? Is that how you explain that, Angelina? She said it doesn't bother her that what the tabloids say, but it does upset her when the paparazzi won't even let her son enjoy a ride on a carousel. She said that she also wonders where all the press and paparazzi are when she makes trips to Pakistan. Oh, they're there. We see those pictures. We know that you're an ambassador of goodwill and a woman with a big heart. Unfortunately, when you got involved with Brad Pitt, allegedly romantically, that usurped all the good that you can possibly do. Isn't that something how society is? It's just the nature of people. You can do a million good things, and you do one bad thing, and that's just the way it is. Now, tomorrow night, I will be there for Diane Sawyer at 10 p.m. on ABC. I want to see Brad Pitt because Angelina Jolie is more conniving and cunning, just in my opinion. Brad Pitt will have no control over his body language and whatnot and his answers. And you can say, well, he's an actor and he's actor and he's actor. No, he's a man who's been turned out. So I can't wait tomorrow night at 10 p.m. I'm sorry, Brenda and you all. I'm going to have to moonlight on the UPN 9 News. By the way, thank you for running the piece on my CD last night on the news. I just so happened to have been watching. Only what I saw was Madagascar footage. But I heard Kathleen Trigg talking about the CD. Hey, it happens. I know. It is what it is. The UPN 9 News. Like it is what it is. The Wendy Williams Experience. Let's get back to the celebrity list. So Mariah Carey, she asks for a list of kittens and puppies. That's what she wanted when she appeared on MTV. And, the red carpet with the large white candles laid out in London, even though she didn't arrive until 2:15 in the morning. I mean, but she can do that. That's Mariah. Mariah, man. Christina Aguilera. This is a girl after my own heart. 20 buckets of KFC and 25 burgers and 30 bottles of mineral water. I love that. I saw pictures over the weekend of Lindsay Lohan, and they were of her in a bathing suit. And not only did she get the freckles erased from her face, but she got the freckles erased from her private area. She has freckles on her upper thighs that lead into like her bikini line, and they're all gone too. They say that she's going after the Scarlett Johansson look, like she wants what Scarlett has. They're girls about the same age and so on and so forth. Lindsay's also saying that she's finished partying, and a lot of these girls say that. But please, you know what I'm saying? You're finished partying. What's left?
Just getting started.
Exactly. Exactly. I co-sign party hardy. You don't have to try to impress people by saying you finished partying. Party. Not so hard you catch herpes, but party. A shout out to that teacher in the 973. Here's what she says. Shout out to everybody who has herpes. I'm gonna say this slow so that you guys can write this down, because this teacher was diagnosed with herpes when she was 19, just running around, acting crazy, acting a fool, like you do when you're 19. You know what I mean? And she starts off by saying, "Dear Wendy, I'm a loyal listener and I have a solution for herpes sufferers." She says, it's an amino acid called L-lysine. That's capital L and then dash and then a small L, Y-S-I-N-E. L-lysine. She goes on to say, I was diagnosed when I was 19. I am 33 now. I have not had an outbreak since then. I maintain my immune system with vitamin C now. So she takes a vitamin C tab every day. She says, I haven't purchased lysine since the early 90s. My mother says there's no way I could have had herpes if they don't surface at least sometimes. But Wendy, they don't. I don't know about that, but tell people to research it for themselves before trying it. There are also certain foods to avoid, like peanut butter and chocolate. Eat food rich with lysine, she goes on to say. That's capital L dash and then a small L Y S I N E. Happy curation. So, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Do you smell a flop already? Didn't she try with the sitcom after Seinfeld? Well, she's trying again. It's a new sitcom called Old Christine. It's going to be a replacement in the mid-season roster. She's going to play a divorced mother and owner of a woman's 30-minute workout gym who must contend with her ex-husband's new young girlfriend, also named Christine. The premise sounds okay. It sounds an awful lot like Nanny Franny. You know, the older woman and kind of the younger situation. It fits in my schedule, though. CBS on Friday. Excuse me, that's what CBS said on Friday. The other cast members haven't been announced, and we don't know when it comes on. Does Friday work for you in your schedule with sitcoms? It always works for me. Because I leave here, the radio station, I go home, and I take my little disco break before going out to the club, which is usually somewhere around midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. Even if I'm not doing a club date, I'll usually go out because the streets call. Trying to hustle this CD. Gotta be, out. But I usually leave the house like 11 o'clock on a Friday night recently. Sometimes I go to Lounge 42. Sometimes I, just, go out for a late dinner or whatever. But I watch TV. Like, I get in at 8 o'clock. My kid, we spend time till 9 o'clock. Then from 9 to 11, I can't really fall asleep because otherwise I'll wake up swinging. Are you like that? Like, I can't take just a little nap, I got to take the whole full-blown sleep. Otherwise, what's the point? A little nap is just enough to smush your eyelashes. With the mascara on, I'm all smushed on the pillow and stuff. Got to re-zhuzh your hair and everything. Brooke Shields is speaking out about Tom Cruise, and now my gossip colleague Mike Walker is speaking out. Brooke was saying, try being married to a childbearing woman and you'll understand what postpartum could be all about. Damn. Well, you know what? You got to come out with guns a-blazing at this damn Tom Cruise with his phony girlfriend. My opinion. They have the body language experts on the pictures and everything. I think I was reading in People Magazine. Listen to what Mike Walker says. You're not a girl, so stick to those vitamins. Oh, stick those vitamins right where I think you need them most. That was kind of corny, but I like how Brooke said it. They have the body language experts on the pictures and stuff. In every picture, they're like, look at him here. He's pulling her. Look at him here. He's, she seems stiff. Look at me. Oh, the body language experts break it down. I'll tell you, body language is like the best thing ever. Hello.
Hello, hi Wendy. What's up?
How are you?
Hey, I got some juicy shit I want to ask you.
No, please don't curse.
Oh, sorry, Wendy.
No, we can take. Hold on. We can take it from the top, okay? Hello.
Right. Hello, hi Wendy.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
I listen to your show every day.
Thank you.
All right, and I love the Wendy experience. That is just where it's at.
Thank you.
I got this question I want to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be like, you a slut. But listen, all right. Say you've been with somebody for 6 years and you decide, all right, you want something else.
Okay.
But you still want to be with who you've been with.
So you want to cheat?
No, I want both.
Oh, you want to have a threesome?
Yes.
With your boyfriend and this man who's going to be your jump off?
Exactly.
Your boyfriend's not going to go along with that, and if he does, you need to question his love for you.
Oh.
And his sexuality.
Oh.
Yeah. So I would just keep that in my fantasies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Thank you, Wendy.
I'm not going to call you a slut. But Art just did behind the scenes. Take care, hon.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. It's Vaughn in D.C. How are you?
Hey, Vaughn.
Girl, I have something to tell you. You're going to die in a second.
Okay.
So I'm in English class today, and the kids started talking about some sex acts. Don't you know they started bringing up Hot Lunch and Gaylord Perry and all this stuff? I was falling out.
Wow.
I got a new one for you.
Okay.
Now, have you ever heard of a brown bow tie?
No.
No, I'm going to let you use your imagination on that one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can figure out what that would mean.
That's when you take a crap on somebody's neck.
In the shape of a bow tie.
Gotcha.
If you have time, can you just run down the list again? Because it's so funny, and I'm sure some of us might want to try a few of them, if you know what I'm saying.
It is funny list.
Well, I'm glad to see you're in good health. I'm better too, all right?
Thank you, Vaughn. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Wendy.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, my name's Hank Young. I'm one of the old crows that listen to you all the time, me and my wife.
Nice to have you here, Hank.
Okay, yeah, my wife's in the hospital right now, but she's listening to you in her room.
Well, what's her name?
Her name's Lucy, and she's a New York Methodist hospital in Park Slope, Brooklyn.
Hey, Lucy.
Yeah, so she's listening there. But hey, my wife and I, we're both TV and movie fans.
Mm-hmm.
And when you said a couple years ago that your mother Shirley went to high school with Gail Fisher, we actually know who Gail Fisher is.
From Mannix.
Yeah.
She played the secretary.
Exactly. But what I really called about was, your interview with Vivica Fox. I thought it was excellent. And one thing I really do appreciate is that you, as a black woman, appreciate Vivica in the right way.
Yes.
You know, too many of us criticize her for being a hoochie or whatever, but she's a businesswoman.
Yes, she is.
She's got a lot of side hustles, just like you got side hustles.
Yeah.
Doing the starlet and things like that.
Yeah.
Those are her little hustles. So, I really enjoyed your interview today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
You and your wife take care.
Okay, good night.
Bye-bye. We'll take one more. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Just wanted to let you know, I love the show, love listening to the show, keep up what you're doing. I always frequent your website, and they had the website for the Martha Vineyards diet, but it's not a valid address on there.
Well, no, you have to go to mvdietdetox.com. And what I found out from that website is if you want recipes and things, then you have to pay. I didn't realize that.
Okay.
But
I think Artie had put the information for the soup and not the drink on your website before, and I don't have that any longer, but I don't know. Yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, take care.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So the cop from Westchester County, the white guy that we were talking about the other day, he wrote me, he and his wife are a really good-looking couple, and they want a threesome with a brother, and they want to accomplish this by July. They wanted to know if I could help them, and, I don't know. I mean, I don't know anybody. He wants me to refer to him as Bryce, and he sent me pictures of him. Bryce, wow, look at you. And wow, look at your wife. Jeez Louise. I don't know why you guys are trying to moonlight on my show to have you help with a third person.
They already have a solution.
What's their solution? You? Oh, wow.
I've already been in contact with them.
Really?
Yeah. They're listening right now, yeah. It's already set up.
Wow.
Yeah. So thank you, Wendy, for setting me up with a couple.
You might want to clear up that little bruise on your bottom lip.
Bit my lip.
Whatever, nigga. Whatever. Welcome to the Bumpelstiltskin Club. I've been noticing it all day. Girls, have you noticed it?
I bit my lip yesterday.
Look at Art's lower lip.
I bit it yesterday.
He's got an open sore.
I bit it yesterday.
That's because a toe is a toe. Are you really going to hook up with him?
Yeah. Honey, did you see that man's body?
Exactly. I'm looking at Bryce like, nice. But I'm looking at her too. She's cute. She looks like Melania Trump, except not the Stepford wife, Melania Trump, because Melania Trump looks a bit scary to me in a Stepford kind of way. If she would just relax and smile as opposed to always try to look so diva, like, don't you try to take my man to Donald. You know what I mean? If Melania Trump would just relax and smile, she would look like Bryce's wife. Your wife is a superstar, and so are you. Bryce said, I digitally darkened my picture so I wouldn't be so out there. I hear that. Just always thinking like a cop. Mm-hmm. When are they going to frisk you? It's going down. Everybody on Saturday the 11th, you can join Mark Jordan from the WBLS Morning Show. He's going to be at the Sprint store. Oh, good. Perfect. Nicole's in the room. She was at the Harlem Club. Hold on. Let me give the Sprint store information. Sprint store on 163-23 Jamaica Avenue. The WBLS Hummer will be there. That's Saturday in Queens at 12 noon. Okay. So the Harlem Club had their big soiree, their opening night blast off on Friday night. Yeah. And my spy for the Harlem Club was Nicole Spence of the WBL, of the Wendy Williams WBL of the show. Okay. Of my life. She helps me get organized. So, Nicole, yes. Did they know that you were
Pierre did know. Thomas Pierre did know that I was there.
He did?
Yeah, I did
Okay.
say, I did introduce myself and say where I was coming from and stuff like that. So he was taken aback at first about me coming there, of course, and he made it clear that, he didn't want me to be an informant or anything like that. And I explained explicitly that, I was there to take in exactly what was going on.
Right.
And that I would disclose exactly what went on.
Right. Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Now, from what I understand, our girlfriend Giovanna Deerpick from the UPN 9 News. Hey, Giovanna. She was there doing the second part of her coverage because the earlier part was here.
Right.
So, did he see you talking with Giovanna?
I walked over to her and I swear I must have said hello. What's up? Let's talk about, your next segment coming on.
Right.
And he came, did the swoop down and escorted me away from Giovanna.
Wow.
And was like, you are not allowed to talk to press. And I was like, okay, I'm not discussing the Harlem Club.
Right.
He was like, do you understand that anything that you say, she can use? I'm like, I'm not discussing your establishment. We have a business relationship. That's what I'm discussing.
Okay.
And he was like, you are not to speak to her. I said, I am not a child.
Okay.
And that's when our relationship went sour.
Okay. Now, what did the Harlem Club look like?
Like a broken down apartment.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. It was in an apartment like building, an office building. So I would say like a broken down office building. The ceiling was peeling, the floors were peeling.
It was Harlem. It was Harlem.
It was Harlem on Madison. Just looking real crazy. I mean, the radiator was broken. It just was a mess. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
But could a girl meet a surgeon there and live happily ever after?
I doubt it.
I doubt it. What were the men?
The men, I mean, they weren't the best of quality as far as looking. I don't know what they had on paper.
Right.
But, they definitely look like they would have a problem meeting the opposite sex.
Social retards.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I mean, from the minute that you walk in the door, it's written with a red marker, the Harlem Club.
On the wall? What?
I mean, it's just on the door, on the entrance door. It's written in red in marker.
Wow.
In a red marker.
So there were no fireplaces with big leatherback chairs studded with brass studs?
Oh, no.
No men drinking brown juice out of crystal glasses and smoking cigars?
No, and they weren't offering any juice either. They were just real, and they were one of those, it's like they recognized attractive women in the room and they were almost too nervous to speak. There were maybe 30 people tops there.
Huh?
30 people tops.
Wow.
A couple of women were scantily dressed, I guess in hopes to land. But when they got there, I'm sure they realized that there was nothing there to get.
Well, how was the music? I mean, was Mr. C on the cut or something?
I think they were playing the John Legend CD.
Okay.
1 through.
You picked that up at Starbucks, so therefore
basically.
You don't. Yeah.
The whole CD. They were
wow.
Playing,
wow.
It wasn't a mix. And it was pretzels being served.
Oh,
like maybe 10
pretzels.
bottles of liquor. It was. I didn't even drink. I was just like, oh, please.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Was it dimly lit?
No. It was. They had like a They had like a little patio in the back because it was raining on Friday,
right?
So they had the door open and stuff, and there was like a little lounge area. They separated, so it was like a little lounge area, and there were people sitting at a little circle table. And once you come in, the women were just like, ugh, throwing their nose up. And I was like, okay.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you for your report. Wow. So that's the Harlem Club from an insider's perspective. Wow. Oh, geez, Louise. Dear Wendy, I dated a guy for over 7 years and we broke up. After that, I met a friend of his that lives out of town. We were instantly attracted to each other, which led to sexual intimacy, vacations together, and on the weekends, he made arrangements for me to visit him where he lives. He wants me to move to his state. Wendy, I wasn't ready for that. I just wanted to date. That lasted for about a year. I guess, where they dated. We broke up. I got back with my 7-year man. We now have a 3-year-old daughter. Last year he found out about me dating his friend. When he confronted he was unsure about if anything serious had happened. He wanted me to confirm it. I neither confirmed nor denied. That was a year ago. Should I tell him? And no, we have not talked since then. Absolutely not. He has also cut off contact with his child support to his daughter. Oh, apparently you're not with him anymore. Oh, well, so then this is just legal. Well, then, yeah, you know what? Throw it up in his face. Let him know, yeah, I dealt with your friend. You shouldn't have done that one, though. Not if you plan on getting, I mean, you know, come on. That's the rule number one. But, yeah, that's right. He slayed me every which way for a full year. Oh. Used to send for me from out of town and everything. But I still need my child support. That's it.
Everybody has a job.
Yeah, well. So Michael Jackson is planning on suing Martin Bashir over the documentary. You know, all these years later, he's poised to sue the producers, actually, of that documentary about him if he is cleared of child abuse charges. Michael, but why would you sue? I mean, you put that out there. Mm-hmm. Apparently, if you get off, you really do need to go under a rock and thank your lucky stars. And at the very least, maybe do some collabos with Jermaine Dupri and your sister and whatnot and kind of keep it hot and popping on the collabo thing and then come out with another CD that's relevant. But I wouldn't start kicking up dust about, na-na-na-na-na-na, see, I told you I got off. Because there is nothing more loving than sharing your bed with a child. Because there will always, Michael, be those of us out there that think if you got off that you're still guilty. Courtney Love has gained an inordinate amount of weight. If I had to guess, I would say 30 to 50 pounds. She looks like what Anna Nicole Smith used to look like. The bleach blonde hair, the red lipstick, and just rolls and layers and folds every place. You know the new NASCAR champ, Jeff Gordon? What do he and Puffy have in common? A young lovely. Mm-hmm. Well, apparently, Jeff Gordon's girlfriend, all right, Jeff Gordon is 34, and he is dating an actress named Inga Vanderbach, and she's 36. They met on the set of Taxi. Well, apparently, when she saw him, she made a beeline for Jeff. He was completely bowled over by her, and he never knew what hit him. Like, you know, this is like one of them Angelina Jolie approaches, I guess, you know, all consuming. They say about her, Ingrid is a woman who knows what she wants and then knows how to get it. They say that's exactly what happened with Puffy back in the day. According to friends, this Ingrid Vanderbach, who is currently dating the NASCAR champ, Jeff Gordon, she was down with Bruce Willis at one point, but they say she had a hot fling with Puffy. And it was a love trial because that's when he was trying to keep it together with Kim Porter. And they say the situation got so sticky that in February of 2003 at a fashion show for Puffy's Sean John clothing line, Ingrid's seat was next to Kim's seat and was changed at the last minute for fear of a cat fight. And at the same time, they say that she was involved with Diddy. Jeff Gordon was going through his ugly divorce, so they didn't know each other at that point, but he was divorcing. She's a really pretty woman. Oh my gosh, it's time to go to the break already. Give me some WBLS information. I want to pass this along to you guys about the radio station here. Oh, I just talked about Lounge 42. Lounge 42, where the WBLS live broadcast is on every Friday night. Ladies 23 and older, gentlemen 25 and older. It's a lot of fun at Lounge 42. Doors open up at 11 p.m. It's a grown and sexy crowd. And then on Saturdays, you can go back to Lounge 42 for David Levy. He does Caribbean Bliss at Lounge 42. I really did enjoy talking to Vivica Fox today. She's a nice girl. She is. She's a very nice girl. And her show, Missing, the new season premieres on Sunday at 10 p.m. All right, so we're going to take a break. And we'll come back to wind up the bonus hour right here on 107.5 WBLS.
Hi, everybody. It's the Biz Monkey. You're checking out the bonus hour of Wicked Wendy Williams.
Yeah. It's a perfectly delightful day outside. We had a lot of sun and humidity, a little bit of rain to cool things off. Now it's all stopped and it's all good out there. Kelly Osbourne's back in rehab. It's tough. Well, you know, drugs are the devil, and the best thing to do is just to never start. You know, I don't know anybody who's ever been addicted to marijuana, so I can't speak for that. But anything after marijuana is the devil. And so she's 20. And her family is confirmed. Here's the quote. Kelly is in a facility dealing with some personal issues. She'll be back in a few weeks. She's slipped into some of her old problems and is not doing so well. Everyone is supporting her. Well, there isn't one episode where I wasn't on something. She's talking about dance electro, which is 80s music. That's what she likes to listen to, and that's when she was doing her album, and she was kind of doing the public. Remember she had her album out briefly, that cute little song. I thought it was a cute song. Anyway, when she was on publicity for the album, here's her quote from back then. She says, excuse me, somebody's quote, "They found something like 500 pills in my room when they cleaned it." Yeah, so she was in a bad way. It's tough. That's what it's called. Shut Up. Remember that song? Shut Up. It was a cute song. Shout out to everybody in that struggle. I mean, you know, if you're fortunate enough to see the light on the other side, you realize, you never needed that to begin with. It did nothing but, you know, bring out the worst in you. Nothing creative about it. I never remember getting high and coming up with great ideas. Ever. Gabrielle Union is in the new issue of Bare magazine, BARE. I recall that magazine coming across my desk here in the freebie pile at work. What is it? Only one episode's been out or something? Anyway, in there she's talking about her favorite body part. And she says it's her mouth because it was atrocious. It was atrocious when she was growing up because she sucked her thumb. Well, you know, she's in the Honeymooners now. She plays Alice Cramden. And she goes on to say, after years of wearing braces, headgear, neck gear, and rubber bands, I've been smiling since the day, that day in 8th grade when they took them off. It was worth it. I hear that. She has a great smile and a great head of hair. I know every once in a while, like Gabrielle will put a few tracks in to finish off the bottom or maybe lengthen it or whatever, but that's good hair no matter how you work it. You know, that's good hair. Do you like Birkenstocks? I'm not a big fan of them, but I know a lot of people are. If you go to Birkenstock.com, you can find a pair of $300 Birkenstocks designed by Elle McPherson. I can tell you what they look like. They're silver, and they've got rhinestone hearts. If my mother had an occasion coming up, I would get these for her. These aren't a bad look for somebody else. I'm not a Birkenstock girl. And I was telling everybody earlier that Sydney Simpson is acting out, but what do you expect? You know, she's a freshman at Boston University, OJ's daughter. She is about to go into her sophomore year at Boston University in September, but during spring break a few weeks ago, her father was away and Sydney did play. She already came home from spring break with a couple of friends from school, but in addition to those couple of friends, they added to those friends. They had a full-blown party at the house. OJ gets back in town, finds drugs in Sydney's stuff. Whose drugs are these? Whose drugs are these?
Who am I going to kill?
Yeah, next.
Give the knife out.
So Sydney said, you know what? She didn't even give him an answer, as I can recall in reading the article. She didn't say, like, they're mine or blame them on her friends. She said, well, what do you expect from me? because then he starts beasting out on her about how, your grades are bad. You got all these black people in the house. I don't know who she had in the house. I was just playing. The grades are bad. You got all these people in the house. I'm not in town, and now I'm finding drugs. Sydney, what is really going on? And so the sources say that the conversation went something like this. Well, Dad, everybody on campus is, whispering and saying out loud that you killed Mom. And I try to defend you the best I can, but I don't know what to believe now. And you wonder why my grades are poor, and you wonder why this and that, In the meantime, this is friends for you, at least when you're that age. But when you grow older, you learn exactly, where they can put that. So while OJ's in the house beasting out on the girl, and while the partying is going on throughout, spring break week when they're there by themselves, several friends of the friends that were staying at the house with Sydney from BU were calling people like, you can't believe where I am right now. I'm at OJ's house. Well, me and Sydney, we're cool, and it's spring break, but OJ isn't here, and we're here, and we're at the house. See, that's friends for you. Or at least friends back then when you're in college. You got to sift through all that crap before you get the people that are true blue to you. Jermaine Dupri is opening a health food store in Atlanta. I think this is great, JD. Janet has a wonderful influence on you. So it's called Cafe Dupri. Fortunately, he's got a beautiful name to put on a cafe. Not like, Cafe Williams, Cafe Johnson. Dupri. It's very. I love that last name. Anyway, Cafe Dupri is going to be a 22-hour cafe because he understands people want to party. And we want our, when we want our food, he'll probably close it like from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Or better yet, why don't you just keep the 2 hours where it's closed from like 5 to 7? Keep it open at 4 a.m. because, that last dip of hummus, people want that. And in addition to that, he's growing his business portfolio. He is already the president of Virgin Records, my label. He's also got his So Def, and the film division, and he has 3 vodka liquor brands, which are all distilled from soy. I've never tasted any of this liquor. This is as much of a mystery to me as Armadale vodka, JD. Well, we like to drink just as much as the next person. Maybe that could be in your blast-off package on June 28th, boss. You can bring it up here. We can cross-promote. I can promote my new CD on June 28th, and you can pre-promote your CD, Jermaine Dupri Presents Young, Fly, and Flashy, in stores July 19th.
And toast.
And we toast with the 3 vodka liquor brands. How about that, JD? And we can eat some of that hummus and that wheatgrass or whatever it is you got going on there at that natural joint. How about that, JD? How about that? That's all. Oh, by the way, he wants to open a hotel in Atlanta, too, called Hotel D. This is from Ron at the United Nations. He says, Wendy, good job with your spy reporting on the Harlem Club. You could see that the Harlem Club was whack just by looking at the cheap website. Oh, pull it up.
This froze.
Oh. I've seen porn sites done with more professionalism. My boss is a member of a real members-only club, the Yale Club, and I could tell that this Harlem Club would not be a real exclusive club like this. I missed Vivica. Please play it again soon. Dear Wendy, the Vivica Fox interview is a definite classic. I admire her honesty and the way she handled your swoop-down questions. She is that girl. However, I do think that she played herself on the MTV Awards because she did not have to do that. It took away from the classy beauty that she already is. But I guess when you get to a certain age, you need to do things like that to feel younger. And she did get that nose job. I don't know why she was fronting on you like A. Marie got a nose job, but I guess nose jobs are still taboo in the black community. Anyway, Wendy, I love your show. Keep doing what you're doing because you do it like no one else. Thank you. You didn't sign your name. You're lovely. Thank you. Yeah, you know, I have to tell you something. If I could, as a part of my album release, I'd probably be posing for Playboy. I'd regret it maybe at another time in life, but I have to tell you something. Something happens to you. You get crazy at a certain stage in this game, where the 21-year-old woman is revered, and, you know, by the time you get 35, you're put out to pasture. God forbid you hit 40 and you're still in the game, you're an old crow. You know, and if you don't have a good sense of humor about it, you will go crazy. I mean, you can't keep up with the young girls, but you can sure lay down the blueprint. And as far as I'm concerned, I liked how Viv repped for us. I did. She's not trying to be 21. You know, it's more pathetic like when you're trying to be. She's not trying to be. It's like today, I went for my endomology. So there were girls changing in the dressing room. And I'm very comfortable with nudity. Very comfortable with nudity. And the girls were young, you know. Maybe I had a little too much in my coffee, whatever. But I took off my clothes and I walked. And you know what? I became today that person that I can't stand, like at the gym. You know that person at the gym? It's like, woman, put some clothes on. Why do you have to why do you have to blow dry your hair naked and then walk over to the bathroom naked and then walk over to the toilet naked and then floss your teeth naked? Like, put some damn clothes on. And it's not always the woman with the best body. It's just the women with the most confidence. You know what I mean? So the women were in there, and we were all in the relaxation room at first, and they were. Shout out to all the white people listening. Forgive me for this one, but they were really looking at me like a Negro. Oh. Like, what was I doing there? I didn't belong. You know what I'm saying? And like, you take off everything, so you're really stripped down to nothing. It's like you're stripped down. You've got on no clothes. You got on no Gucci bag from Boston Gucci bag. You got on no rings. Not that makes anything. You got on no earrings. You got nothing on. I did have my hair though, honey. All right. But they were older women and they were like with their daughters. The daughters were like in their 20s, and the women looked like they might have been in their late 40s into their 50s. They looked like Buffy and Muffy and them. They came into town from Darien, Connecticut. Okay, so here I am, Sambo. Here I am, I'm Sambo. You know, we're all in the relaxation room drinking lemon water. I'm convalescing, looking out the window. I'm reading my InStyle magazine with that troll Katie Holmes on the cover. I see them eyeing me because there were more of them than there were of me, in terms of, I know that they were waiting for me to leave so they could all have their coffee clutch and their privacy together. So I finally get called in. The lady comes in, Mrs. Hunter, and so I get up, flung it one time and walked on about my business. Well, after we were all finished with our treatments, I was at the joint for about 3 hours. We all happened to be in the locker room at the same time. So, curiosity, I guess, was killing them, whatever. And I really felt like just making them really uncomfortable. So, you got a robe and some flip-flops and you walk around, I had like 3.5 hours worth of services. So, I get in the locker room, I undo my combination, I just drop my robe and I'm walking. I flossed my teeth. I dried the edges of my hair. And I did it all absolutely naked. And you could not tell me that I did not look as tight as Beyonce. In my mind, the confidence was so there. And I was just serving them. And so what? But you understand what I'm saying? It's like they seem to be threatened or like I was out of place. So I really wanted to make them uncomfortable. So I just did the whole, and I know inside they were just like, would she please put some clothes on? Would she, okay. And I have my puckers. I get cellulite in my family. We don't get stretch marks. But, my boobs were standing up. My stomach was flat. And I slowly put on my underwear. And I had on my bra and my panties, matching pretty beautiful. And after I did that, I didn't get fully dressed. Then I did another once around. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff. I went over to the mirror and I leaned in and I looked at my, the Dr. Jones job on my ears, and I'm leaning, and they're back there, and I'm leaning, and then I stand up, and then I turn to the side, and I pushed my stomach. I pushed on my stomach. It wasn't that I was giving the authentic look. It was that in my mind, you could not tell me. You know what I mean? And I was making them so uncomfortable. I just had a delicious time just making them perfectly uncomfortable.
Like the Sir Mix-a-Lot video. Oh my gosh, yes, her butt is so big.
Exactly like that. Like that. Like that. And I was just serving them. I could have very well been making an ass out of myself, but at that point, I didn't even care. It's like, how dare you? We're all in here together. And now I'm going to make everybody uncomfortable. Bam! And it was so funny because nobody but me and them. There were 5 of them and 1 of me. And no help from around the place or anybody. We were in the locker room. Which wasn't a locker room. It's very well appointed. It was, the mirrors every place. So I'm, And I've never done that. Like in the gym. I'll come to work sweaty and funk this whole joint out before I will ever take a shower in a gym, wash my cat trap, whatever. I'll take a little bird bath there in the WBLS bathroom and be done with it. A little secret from my desk, and that's that. All right. I need a tune-up. All right, everybody. I got to go. You good people are always so great to be around. And please come back tomorrow when there's more show to go, and it is what it is. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Vaughn Harper's up next with The Quiet Storm on 107.5 WBLS. Bye-bye.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.